right, and we're joined now by a bunch of members of the 5A state champion Highland Rams. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. First off, I mean, it's been one heck of a year for you guys over at Highland with all you guys have been through. So just to be state champions, what does it mean?
I mean, it's pretty special to go through everything that we've been through. To finish kind of the storybook ending is pretty magical. And just to see the looks on these guys' faces, you know, when we finally did it, something that I won't ever forget.
And Drew, we'll start with you. Over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's what makes you our East Idaho GMC Dealers Athlete of the Week, by the way, so congratulations on that. But just, what were you sort of seeing out there on Saturday?
I don't know. I just saw all of us executing at a high level and just great play calling from our offensive coordinator, Dane Bjorkia, trusting me to throw the ball and just putting the ball in my hands to make plays. And you know, just everybody executing. The receivers running good routes, catching the ball, the O-line blocking for me. So, yeah, I just think everybody was executing at a high level. And a couple of receivers here right next to you. I mean, what did you guys see out there offensively? Because we thought it might have been a defensive battle going in, but it turned out to be quite different than that, huh?
Yeah, definitely. We saw in earlier film when we were watching, a lot of the teams were throwing all over them. And so when we started running the ball earlier in the game, they were stopping it, and they had really good run D. So Dane was like, "Let's keep throwing," and we all told him the throwing game was there, so we just kept with it.
And Dallas, I mean, you guys clearing the running lanes. Yeah, keep handing that thing off. You guys all get a little time with it. But you guys clearing running lanes all day long in those games leading up to the state championship game. Just what is it that makes your offensive line group so special?
You know, I got to give most of the credit to our coach. You know, we're a ragtag bunch of guys. You know, you look at us and we're not like the guys that like really scream offensive line, but he's the one that he instilled the principle of hard work upon us and, you know, pushed us to be the best. And I think we were one of the most conditioned offensive line units out there. So just having that ability to keep going play after play was, especially when they started getting tired, you know, that's really what helped us the best.
We'll go to Tyson now. Maybe not the defensive battle that we thought, but still, you guys managed to get stops at the end when it counted the most. Just how did you keep that confidence up throughout the whole game and be able to come through when it mattered?
After that first touchdown, that was crazy, the trick play. Nick, we started watching film, and Nick goes, they only think they can score on trick plays. You know, we got them. And that's when I was like, oh, yeah, we're still in this. Like, this is nothing. Like, it's first quarter. And then the offense went down and scored, and it just kept going back and forth and back and forth. But we clutched up in those key moments, and it was awesome. It was great.
And Kai, holding that trophy, I mean, when it's all said and done, just what was that feeling like?
Oh, man, it's so great. Just all the hard work we put in, you know, and everything we've been to, and then to finally be able to lift that trophy is just probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever experienced in my life.
And Nick, we've talked a lot about the team, but I mean, you've had one whirlwind of a 6 months too, given the state title with the Legion baseball team too. So what's this whole process maybe been like for you?
You know what, I'm pretty blessed and pretty lucky to have some really good people around me. You know, my assistant coaches, the offensive coaches, really picked up some of the slack during the summer for me. And just made it so that these guys had the ability to continue on and to work on their craft. And, you know, blessed with really great players that they're a coach's dream, right? They'll do anything that you ask. They work hard. I'm a really lucky man. How about that?
The 5A state champion, Highland Rams. Thank you guys so much once again for coming in.